Next game on the list, game of the week here. San Francisco +5 at the Baltimore Ravens. Now, again, I'm recording this before the Monday Night Football game due to some travel and the holiday and all that stuff. So I don't know what happened to Baltimore, if there's a big injury, if there's, if they came out and they got destroyed or they completely destroyed the Rams. I'm sorry, I don't know that information yet. What I do know is San Francisco absolutely handled the Green Bay Packers on Sunday Night Football. Frankly, this is the fastest defensive line I've seen this year. I haven't seen anything like the speed that they can put together in probably a couple of years. This San Francisco passing defense is allowing less than 145 yards per game, which is ridiculous, but that's not Baltimore's game anyway. This is so interesting to me, and I didn't even realize that they had played earlier in the season, or what I should say is earlier in the season when I was thinking about like the best teams in the league, I was like, oh man, I wish we could get a San Francisco versus Baltimore game. That would be really fun. I didn't realize that they were on the schedule. I wasn't thinking about it. Well, I just think that these are the two best teams in football right now. And the way that these teams can attack each other, I'm just really curious to see what's going to happen. I think the only way to really beat up on San Francisco is just to pound them with the run and spread them out, and that's exactly what Baltimore can do. For Baltimore, I think the only way to really beat them is with a really fast defensive line. Limit any chance that Lamar Jackson has to throw deep passes and run the ball as much as he can at Baltimore, and that's what San Francisco does well. So I think this is a field goal game. 5 points to me is way too much. I'm going to take San Francisco. I think that San Francisco could and will upset Baltimore here. I actually have 34-31. I think both teams score. Even though I like both defenses and I love San Francisco's defense, I think Baltimore's offense will be able to score on them. I think it's going to be more of a shootout. We'll see how it happens. But like I said, I think it's a field goal either way. I'll definitely take the points in this game, even with San Francisco on the road. And keep in mind, too, everybody, as good as San Francisco is, they're 10-1. They've been banged up for like the last 2 months. This team has not reached their potential yet, and I don't think Baltimore's reached their potential yet. So as an NFL fan, I think this is going to be great. Cannot wait to watch this. I think this might be my favorite game of the season, seriously. I was daydreaming about this game weeks ago, so I'm just so glad that we get it. I hope San Francisco is healthy enough to start their full complement of players. Same with Baltimore, and we'll see how it shakes out. This is going to be a fantastic game. Fantasy football, like I said, I do think that there's going to be a lot to like here. I think that Garoppolo is a start. I think that, definitely Tevin Coleman's a start. Breida, Mostert, man, I'm not really loving them. Emmanuel Sanders, Deebo Samuel's are starts. George Kittle's a start. You look at Baltimore, obviously Lamar Jackson. Although my analytics don't love him because he's playing a tough San Francisco team, I do love I do love Lamar Jackson every week just because of what he can do. He's so dynamic. Mark Ingram's a start. I don't like the Ravens wide receivers, but I like the tight ends here. So Mark Andrews, maybe Nick Boyle. But I think it's going to be a lot of running, and it's just going to be a lot of fun to watch.